everyone, I'm Adriana with Chiro Matchmakers, and I'm here today with Dr. Alan Miner.
Hey, Adriana.
Hi, and we want to talk to you today about IQ testing and why that is so important before you make a hire.
Yeah, hiring a CA. Here's an interesting fact, actually. Do you know, Adriana, I know you do because we were talking about it before, the IQ level that is required to work for the U.S. military?
80.
Yeah, 80, maybe like 82 or 83. That's interesting. So we dug a little deeper on that, and it turns out that 10% of the population has an IQ of 80 or less. And the reason the military doesn't want those people working for them is they can really mess up procedures and systems and protocols, and in that environment cost somebody their life. What's interesting is, what's the unemployment rate right now?
Less than 4%.
Yeah, so we have the lowest unemployment in history, like 3.7, 3.8%. So that leaves about 6% of these folks that are out there, and the likelihood of one of those 6% landing in your area or in your office, it happens, right?
Yeah.
More often than we think. In fact, there's some telltale signs when somebody, instead of calling it IQ, we'll just call it cognitive ability. There's some things we see in CAs that score lower on the cognitive assessments than higher. Talk about that.
Yeah, CAs that score higher on those cognitive assessments, they're able to train faster, retain systems, procedures, learn scripting a lot faster than people that score lower on those cognitive assessments. And it also has a lot to do with having to retrain and having to go back and relearning the same materials over and over. CAs with higher cognitive scores, they can pick it up quickly and be up to speed rather quickly.
Yeah, how fast somebody picks up something. And Doc, if you've ever had the experience, you train somebody, you go through it, and then a couple weeks later, it didn't stick, so you train it again, and all of a sudden you're 3 months later and you're going, we've been over this 5 or 6 times. Why is this person not getting it? That is a measurable trait. Now here's the caveat is you got to be careful, because when you're talking cognitive ability, you got to make sure, as with all the stuff we teach, it's compliant with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. We don't want to discriminate in any way. But it is an important part of considering who comes on your team. It's part of the, part of the special sauce that we use at Chiro Matchmakers. And when we're hiring CAs, you know, if you need to have somebody up 0 to 60 full speed with your systems and procedures, we can measure and assess how quickly that's going to happen. So, and remember, with unemployment being so low, all-time history, finding great people becomes that much more critical, because there's just not that many people available for you to find.
Totally.
So thanks for everybody. Appreciate being with you today. Have a great week.